Well, Billy, Christy, welcome to Us Weekly. We're so excited to have you here.
Great to be here with you, Christina.
I'm so excited for your new show on MTV, The Busch Family Brewed. It is fantastic. I've seen the first couple episodes. And why haven't we had a reality show with you guys before? Because you guys are made for this.
Well, we wanted to.
Yeah?
It wasn't right.
It
wasn't a right time because the kids were little, and we wanted the kids to grow up and be normal and have a childhood and not be in the public eye. Sure. But now they're older, and we just talked about it, and they are ready to go. Yeah. So here we are.
So what was it like inviting cameras into your home? Was it everything you expected and more?
Well, we had to tell the kids that, we have to be authentic if we're going to do this. So we have to just be ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think everybody really pulled that off very well throughout this whole first season.
Sure.
And everybody was themselves. And at the same time, it allowed us to document the building of the first Busch-owned brewery since for 150 years that we're building. So it's really been a fun time.
Definitely. So were your kids totally on board when you said that you wanted to do this?
They wanted to do this.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, they are totally on board. They thought this is a great time. This is a great idea, to document us building this business together from the ground up. And so many people have been interested in the Busch name, being Anheuser-Busch. Who are you guys? What do? You have a million kids. What, do you drink beer all day? Do you just hang out and have fun? Are you crazy? So we thought, all right, let's show them. Let's show them that first we are normal people like everybody else. We have some big things and big toys, but we also fight big and love big, and we are just a normal family at the end of the day.
Yeah. So what are the misconceptions that you want to kind of put to rest when people watch the show about you guys?
Well, I want people to know that, I think we're humble. We're like everybody else. We're very thankful for what we've received. Our former business did really, really well. So we were able to live on a beautiful farm in Missouri, 700 acres, and we have a lot. But we give back a lot. I think everybody understands that the old saying that who a lot is given, a lot is expected. Yeah. So we all kind of live by that.
Definitely. So what is a typical day like on this 700-acre beautiful farm?
It's playing with the animals. We have Clydesdales, we have horses, we ride horses, we have a lake, so we have the jet skis out. We have monkeys. We play with the monkeys. We take care of the farm. We have work to do on the farm. We have chickens, we get the eggs, we have pigs. We just have normal, I guess not normal, but a normal farm type life. A normal farm type life. Whatever you do on the farm is what we do.
Yeah, I'd be riding those horses all day long.
Wouldn't you?
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, it's so much fun. And the great thing about it is it keeps everybody grounded, It keeps everybody very normal. Living out on the farm, being in nature like that is so much fun. And it's good for us.
How do you keep 7 kids grounded, because you're growing up in a life that's not normal to a lot of people. So how do you keep them humble and grounded?
I think because I came from a very middle class background. I bring a lot of that to the table. I want them to be very humble, very kind to everybody. I never told them when they were little, you own Busch Gardens and you have the Cardinal baseball team. I never told them that. In fact, when they were older and in school, their friends would say, you guys own Grant's Farm, which was another big farm in St. Louis, and you have SeaWorld and you have all this. They're like, Mom, is that true? Do we have all this? Our friends are telling us that we do.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I guess now we can have that talk.
Sure.
So, but I didn't want them to think this is ours and we have this, because it was really Anheuser-Busch that had it all. But
yeah, I think that's great.
But just making sure that they are humble and they know that they are like everybody else.
Yeah.
And they're just good people.
Yeah, they seem like they're great kids. Yeah, they definitely do. So besides the beer and the amusement parks and things like that, what is the best perk about being a Busch?
Oh, I guess the best perk is, when you call to make a reservation at a restaurant, you usually get in.
Yes.
No, we do not.
Well, not every time, but a lot of times you do. So that's a perk.
Yeah,
that's a pretty nice perk.
One.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. If you say I'm Billy Busch, they think that it's the other Billy Busch, and then we might get a table.
Right, definitely. So what is it like having 7 kids? Because like we said, you are living on a 700-acre farm. Did they get lost every now and then? Do you not know where everybody is?
Yeah, they'll get lost. They'll be in a tree in a deer stand somewhere. They're everywhere on the farm.
Is it chaos? with 7?
It was harder when they were little because you're going to games, 5 games in one day sometimes, soccer and basketball and whatever.
Yeah.
So that was hard. But now that they're grown, it's bigger kids, bigger problems.
Sure.
Which you will see on the show.
Yeah, we see your daughter maybe getting engaged. Maybe. So, are you always weary about who they date because, they could be dating them for the wrong reason, or whoever's dating your kids could be dating them for the wrong reasons? Do you ever get wary about that?
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah. We want to make sure that they're in it for the right reasons. And our kids are a little bit sheltered and naive because they spend a lot of time on a farm.
Yeah.
And in like all boys schools or all girls schools. So they are a little sheltered. So I don't want them to be taken advantage of by anybody.
Right.
So I think any parent is cautious about those things, but we certainly are.
Yeah. Do they still have your picture in their bedroom?
Yes, yes.
Isn't that funny?
I always, first of all, he's
She's
the
always
one.
watching them.
Yes, always.
I always take the pictures. Them growing up, I had the video recorder, I had the camera, and he was in all the pictures. So when they're looking at all our family photos, I'm never in them. So I said, as babies, we're going to have this portrait. So when I'm dead, you will still have one picture of me. And I like being on their wall, so they don't bring girls in their bedrooms.
Yes.
The boys,
Or boys.
The girls are smarter about that stuff, but the boys, they don't care.
They don't care. Will they be taking that with them when they move out?
Yes.
Yes.
They have to.
They have to.
Yes, it's in the will.
Yep.
And you have to hang it in your master bedroom.
Right,
Yeah.
right, exactly. Do you ever worry about being empty nesters? Because, you have 7, you still have a little ways to go, but do you worry about being empty nesters? Or are they constantly just coming back?
They're always coming back.
Yeah.
But we do have a lot of space, so they have their own space as well.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be in it. I think by then I'll have grandkids.
Yeah.
Peter just turned 14, so I have a while.
You have a
and
ways
then
to
I'll have
go.
I'm sure I'll have all their kids
Yeah.
at my house.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So what is a Busch family party like?
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's always a lot of people involved, and it's usually outdoors. We love outdoor parties
Yeah.
in the summer and by the lake. And so, it starts in the daytime when it's still light out, so you can swim and ride the boats and inner tube and do all the fun things in the lake. And then it comes into the, on the patio there and around the lake and food. And so it's always a good time, music going on, people dancing. We always have some activities like slip and slides and things
So
like that.
fun.
And then we have animals around too. The animals come make an appearance, the horses or whatever animals might be around at the time, which is always interesting.
Sure. Who's the biggest partier of the group?
What do you? It's Gussie probably.
Gussie and Abby.
Gussie and Abby. Abby is
Yeah. Is there anybody that doesn't drink beer in the family?
Oh no.
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 No, they were christened with it. You want to tell that
That's right.
story?
Really?
That's right. Well, we grew up, we were given a little thimble of beer when we were born. That was always a story. And then we've kept that tradition going with our kids. As soon as they were born, they were christened with a little bit of beer, a little
More
drop,
like a drop on your
a little
finger.
drop of
Yeah.
beer,
Just to say.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so they all, and so everybody loves beer. I mean, you almost have to in our
Sure.
family, right?
Yeah, that would be bad if they didn't, right?
Exactly.
It's like the holy water, right? Do you guys, over the years, have you found a hangover cure that works for you?
No, have you?
I always say how's that saying go? You
Drink
gotta bite the
moderately.
dog that bit you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you gotta have a taste of the
Oh,
dog
start
that
drinking
bit you.
again the next
So,
day?
exactly. So it's basically drinking.
I don't know
again.
if I could do
Yeah.
that.
Who is the flip cup or beer pong champion in the family?
I would say one of the boys, Billy or Gussie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty competitive, so it would be one of them.
Definitely.
She may be the best chugger though.
Really?
Yeah. What is that? Shotgun?
Shotgun? Yeah.
Yep.
Throw it back. I love
I could do that.
How has the show changed your marriage at all, if at all?
I don't think it has. I
No.
think if anything, we've always spent a lot of time together because
Yeah.
of all the kids and building a business together. We've always been in business together. It hasn't been any different.
hasn't been
It's
any
just
different.
really,
I think it's kind of been therapeutic. It makes you answer
Yeah.
questions that you probably would never answer. You know,
Sure.
it brings to light a lot of different things, and it's So it's been kind of helpful, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. So when people watch the show, what is that one moment that you can't wait for fans to see?
Well, we haven't gotten to see a lot of this
Okay.
show, so
Right.
we don't know what's going to be out there. We're going to watch it with everybody else.
Right. I'd be surprised.
So I really don't know because I don't know what they have on screen. I mean, we put ourselves out there. We said, here we are, put it out there, and
You know, there's some interesting history
Yeah.
because we come from the Anheuser-Busch legacy.
Of course.
And the fact that we're continuing that legacy with our own brewery and groundbreaking, and all that sort of thing. And maybe I'm giving too much away right now. I don't know, but I think that's going to be a really cool part of the show.
Totally. I can't
Yeah.
wait to see it all unfold.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming by and talking to us. And we will, like we said, we'll see it all unfold in a couple days.